was actually looking for. A bit of a task actually to get here. I was using Google Maps. Anyway, you can see it down there. So we're going to head down there. It's a bit hot, but anyway, must do it, I suppose. It was a little bit of a task finding this place. For the reason that, okay, something that I realized here on this island is that Taiwan Mobile, who is my mobile company, sucks. It sucks so horribly bad that I actually just came back from Chonghua Telecom, or China Telecom, or China Mobile, the other big mobile provider in Taiwan. I got a SIM card from them. And they actually have a promotion right now. So actually it doesn't cost me anything. I can use it for 7 days. I can receive calls. There's a phone number. Except I cannot make any phone calls. But that does not really so important. Because my other SIM card and the way Google Maps was operating was just completely and utterly ludicrous. Like, turn left, turn right, don't go here, turn left, turn right, go straight, turn left. And I'm like, well, wait a second, how can I turn left? There's no road. And at one point, actually, I even drove into a military camp. They kind of looked at me strangely and went, sorry, wrong way. Anyway, so I got the new card. This is called the Iron Fort. Now, the area of the island that I'm in actually is still used as a military post. So this used to be used, but they turned it into a tourist attraction now. And it's quite an interesting place. The funny thing is, I was checking earlier, and apparently it's not too busy with tourists. Mind you, I am recording this during the weekday, so I suppose it's not going to be too busy, except it is rather hot, I have to say. I'm not looking forward to going back. The rocks. And I mean, remember earlier I mentioned that there's some rocks that have glass in them. Let's see if... Oh, actually, yes. Let me point the camera downward. So if you look right there, those are glass bottles turned upside down that the soldiers put. So if there ever was an invasion of this island at this point, yeah, it would be a little bit tricky. Even on this rock face as well. Let me see if there's some over here. Yeah, I see a green one there. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me try to move closer. There's one right there. There's another. So they would actually do this. So anybody that was using, well, trying to invade us, I think they would hurt their feet. So all these rocks, all along here, have exactly the same thing. Now, the water may look dirty, but actually it isn't dirty. This is just because the typhoon that was a few days ago, so things will kind of blow into bays like this. So this is called the Iron Fort. So let's go and take a look inside. The old sign built into it. Interesting. Yeah, this hasn't been used in a very, very long time. This was, I guess, just from the floor, was perhaps the shower, because there is a small sink there in the corner. So let's go down the corridors to see. One room. All the lights are on. This actually attraction is only open until 5 p.m. every day. Let's see. Quite interesting, actually. You see? What is that? Sink. Oh, that was a bathroom at one point. Toilet. So let's go through here. Let's see. Let's go to one of the gun mounts. Here's one of the gun mounts. That's the view. You know, there was a thing actually, probably until the early 1990s on Matsu Island. Lights had to be turned off at a certain time, and anybody whose house was facing, here's another one. So originally guns would have been positioned here. Anyway, as I was saying, oh, my head, bollocks. So at one point, until probably the early 1990s, anybody that had a house that was facing the ocean, here's another one. Here's another one. I'm going to go outside. Watch I don't hit my head. They would actually have their windows blacked out. So let's see what's up here. So we went in. I have to say this is actually rather interesting. See, today it is a park. So people do actually, I know for a fact, come here and even picnic. I suppose it's an interesting place for a picnic. Another one. Actually, quite a few. So that's actually up where we came from. And I just realized I forgot my tripod. See, it is a park. Now there's like plans. Even a few of them have placards on them to say what kind of plant it is. So yeah, this is actually what I was looking for. There's another gun mount. There's actually still barbed wire fence. I don't know if you can see it, but there's still barbed wire fence along the rock face with tons of those bottles that are turned upside down and more on this side. So yeah, quite interesting actually. I'm kind of happy I found it. This beach that you see over here is a beach that they use for training. So last month when they did their military training, they would have actually taken all the boats out here. There's another cave there on the other side which is not accessible, which houses also military equipment. This whole mountain here is a military mountain. And the military intelligence is actually not far from here. I actually went down that road earlier and then realized, no, I think I made a slight little mistake. Anyway, I'm going to head right back up to the top. And go find some shade for a bit. So, where are we going to end up next? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe.